YouTube, shameless, back with another video. Still sober today. Hope everybody's doing good or bad, as long as you're on some emotional spectrum. Fuck, I don't know where I'm going with this. For me personally, on the tail end of a emotional hangover to PTSD and depression's been hitting me pretty hard, but seems like I'm on the tail end of it. I could be wrong, but I'm actually feeling pretty good today, so I wanted to do a video. My last video was a bit longer than most. It's like a half a motion picture, you could say. Felt like I couldn't leave a lot of those releases out. There was a lot that I wanted to show, and a lot I couldn't fit in there. But today we're going to be continuing with the themed videos. Today I'm going to be talking about black metal, one of my favorite genres, and my personal favorite country for black metal. We're going to be talking about Finland, Finnish Black Metal. I have some classics, some unknown classics, some gems from my collection, and just overall some shit I fucking want to talk about. Apologize, the lighting is not the greatest in here, but I gotta live with it. So, first off, what we are listening to in today's video, unknown classic. This came out in 1991 and 92. This is a compilation CD. Apparently has 2 albums in one. Has the Fallen One, Flames, and Satanic Zeitgeist. It's live tracks from August 1991. And if I didn't mention already, this is Black Crucifixion from Finland. Very in line with stuff like Impaled Nazarene, shit like Beherit. I would definitely compare these guys to Beherit, just from the keyboard to the even just the ambience of this, and even a lot of the vocals, like the whispering chanty type shit. This compared a lot to their second album, Drawing Down the Moon. If you haven't listened to this, this is one of my favorite Black Death, war metal, but I personally call it bestial black metal. Really raw and cold, indebted to bands like Sarcophago, Holocausto, Chakal, a lot of the Brazilian bands. One thing I'm really disappointed is they put the sticker right on the fucking digipack. I don't fucking know why they did that, but like, fuck, man, look at that. Who does that? But this came out in 2011, a compilation of 2 releases. Digipack CD. Really cool shit. I would actually prefer the original artwork on this, but I have to live with this. I don't believe this was ever pressed on vinyl, so this is the only way you can get this, other than cassette, I believe. But this is really awesome. If you haven't heard of Black Crucifixion, definitely check this out. Really raw, Black Death shit. Really cold. Fucking awesome. Now, I just mentioned this band. That last album, I would really compare this album. This was the first Finnish black metal band I listened to. This is Beherit with Drawing Down the Moon. Expect to see the vinyl version of this. I just wanted to show some CDs. I don't show CDs that often. This is a digipack. This album originally came out in 1993. Now the riffs on this are really good, but this is really an album that really defined my musical taste. The reason why I'm really into black metal with cheesy keyboard or ambient music on it is because of Beherit. Beherit was one of the first bands that I listen to that mix the two together. Definitely an underrated band. Band like Archgoat gets talked more about than Beherit, but of course Archgoat has more releases than Beherit, but this is one of my personal favorites. Definitely check this out. And I don't own too many CDs, but some albums I have to own on 2 different formats, and that is definitely one of them. Left my fucking TV on, guys. Next release. This is a dubbed cassette I got from a local record store, Raunch Records, here in Salt Lake City. A lot of people know the heavy metal shop here in Salt Lake. A lot of people wear their t-shirts all around the world, but I personally prefer Raunch. Have a lot of extreme metal shit and black metal and a lot of hardcore and shit. So if you're in Salt Lake, definitely check that place out. That's where I got this. This is Beherit, Impaled Nazarene, Day of Darkness. I got this for a few dollars. It just has the track listing and stuff. This isn't the original artwork on it. I would really like to have this on vinyl. This is one that I don't have on vinyl. Another Finnish Black Metal classic. But to be honest with you guys, I'm not willing to pay the prices on Discogs for a bootleg like this. I really hope that it gets an official release from like Nuclear War Now, and if there is, you guys can let me know. But this is the only copy of this thing I have. Really great. Impaled Nazarene is very underrated. I know that they changed their musical style to be more hardcore based, but their early black metal stuff is definitely really classic. I mentioned this band too. So I have all 3 formats today. This is Archgoat with Light Devouring Darkness. Like, I'm not the biggest bestial black metal fan or a war metal fan, but there's very few bands that I really do like, and Archgoat is one of those bands. I have all their releases. This is just the one that I listened to recently. But everybody has talked about Archgoat. If you don't know Archgoat, check it out. Really cool stuff. I have their stuff on vinyl and CD as well. One thing I like about Archgoat is their CDs are usually on a black CD. I'm not sure if this one is. No, it's not. But Archgoat, another fucking classic. Been around since the 90s. Continue to put out great albums. I still don't think they're as good as a band like Black Crucifixion or Beherit, but they are still very listenable. Now getting into the vinyl, this is one of my favorite Finnish black metal bands. Not only Finnish black metal band, but one of my favorite black metal bands of all time. A gem in my collection. I'm not sure I've seen a lot of people show this album, but not this specific pressing. I believe Marty has the first press. This came out in 2005 or 2006 on No Colors Records. Satanic Warmaster, Grellian Satan Madness. Definitely in my top 10 black metal albums of all time. There's a lot of cool keyboard parts, a lot of cool riffs. Really cold. It's not the most distorted thing that you'll hear in your life, but it still has that raw feeling. Recorded on a 4-track, of course. Everybody knows Werewolf. Really love, if I didn't mention already, I really love the ambient stuff. Really looking forward to his new all ambient from his other project, just Werewolf. A full ambient album, and I feel like he does it the best. That's Gatefold. I think I already showed that. So this did come with a lyric sheet. Satanic Warmaster is Tyrant Black Werewolf. Is Satanic Tyrant Werewolf. Love them jeans. Lyric sheet. Now this is the version that I really wanted. Like, this is one of my favorite records in my entire collection. It's not as expensive as some of the other shit I have, but it is pretty pricey. So this is side Anger, Werewolf on there, and then side Blood, red vinyl. This came out on black, red, and white. This just does come with the poster, but I feel like I'm going to be running low on time. I am going to review a lot of my favorite black metal albums, and I will be reviewing this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. Satanic Warmaster Werewolf is awesome. Have a lot of Satanic Warmaster shit to show. Try and make it speedy. Now, all the Satanic Warmaster full lengths are fucking awesome, but a lot of his best tracks are on 7 inches and 10 inches and splits and shit. And I feel like a lot of people don't know this shit. They might now, but we'll get to that. So this is split with Stoot? Yeah, I don't know. But that's their sign. But this is in my top 10 Satanic Warmaster songs. This is a hymn to the Black Emperor. The intro for this song and the riffs on this are really bone-chilling. Really cold. Makes the hair on your arm stand up. Especially that intro. Just the cheesy ambient part. Really fucking cool. Tons of lyrics. Now, I said the reason why people might be into it now is the most recent Satanic Warmaster con. We are the worms that eat on the broken wings of an angel. I believe that's what it says. It's kind of difficult to read for me, at least. I can read my handwriting, but I can't fucking read that. Explain that. So this put out by Werewolf Records. Distributed by Hell's Headbangers. I'm not sure if they printed them as well, but I'm sure that they did, because this is really fucking great quality. Gatefold Werewolf in his badass Catharsis t-shirt. I think it's about the sessions in the gatefold. Track listing. Now this has a lot of cool tracks on it, a lot of rare stuff that you can't, that it's hard to find. Like the Satanic Warmaster track from the 7-inch split with Aryan Blood, and that song's really killer. That's on this as well. A lot of cool stuff. Really glad that this got released. Especially because Werewolf, he's got a lot of fucking releases. And I'm the one who's got to get them all, but for a lot of people, I'm sure that they don't pick up the 7 inches, especially because Satanic Warmaster is a metal band. A lot of metal dudes don't like 7 inches and shit, but I could give a fuck. I collect all the Satanic Warmaster stuff. So this is on clear vinyl, like really clear, like crystal meth clear. I actually think this is clearer than crystal meth. And they're both on clear. The labels, pretty much the same. Just Satanic Warmaster, being a Satanic Warmaster. Really great release, really good quality. Can't complain about this release at all. Really happy that I have that. Now, the last of the Satanic Warmaster stuff This is their split that came out in 2008 with Beherit, Satanic Warmaster. So it's the album artwork. I apologize for the light again. And these tracks are on that compilation as well. I'm a really big fan of Beherit. Not anymore. I really did not enjoy their most recent album, really behemoth-y, and I am not a fan of Behemoth. Not talking shit on them, but it's just not my fucking cup of tea, man. So, picture this. Beherit being all like a Sith Lord and shit. Nothing more black metal than being Sith. Then, Satanic Warmaster, Where Eternity Awaits is a great song. If you took Werewolf out of this picture, it would look like a Beherit Nexamu album. Which isn't a bad thing, but really dig that artwork or these photos. Now this did come with a lyric sheet. It is nothing that interesting, I don't think. Yeah, it's nothing that interesting. Like an A5 lyric sheet. Next one, split with Beherit and Horna. This was released in 2006 as well. The artwork kind of looks like the printer fucked up or something. You can see those lines through it. It's on both sides. But there's lyrics. That album artwork's alright. So I'm a big Horna fan. Like I said, I like Beherit as well. Don't have this on vinyl. But this CD gets a lot of play when it's cold and in the winter. I'm actually been listening to it lately in the car. Really cold shit though. Some of my favorite stuff from both of these bands are on this split. Horna can be hit or miss for me, but this shit is just really fucking cold. Another Horna split. This is from 2014 with Nornes. I don't know how to say that. Dan Saccoladete. I don't know. You can read it right there. Pronounce it for yourself. Picked this up at Raunch Records as well. I haven't listened to this that much. There's only a track each. Horna side is side black, and then the other band is side metal, black metal. Artwork's pretty cool though. The bands, lyrics, the back. Now this is definitely not needed, but I'm a collector scum when it comes to Finnish black metal. There are specific music or specific types of music or specific countries that I collect almost everything by. And Finland is one of those countries. One day I'll have a whole library of just Finnish black metal shit, I hope. And I'll have every historical release and be able to do a whole fucking 20-part video on that. Because there's like 200 other, literally 200 other Finnish black metal releases that I need. And this specific release, everybody talks about how the CD just got really fucking loud right now. I don't think it's gonna get any quieter. Well, this specific release, this was very groundbreaking for Finnish black metal as a whole. Turn this shit up. Sorry about that, guys. So everybody talks about, maybe not everybody, but in my personal opinion, a lot of the 2000 on bands, they have a Finnish sound to them, and it's really hard to put your finger on what that sound is. Very pagan influenced, folk influenced, as most black metal is, but it has a specific sound. And I was searching for the bands that inspired that sound, and I found a lot of RAC punk rock, and I also found this band. I'd say this is one of the most important Finnish black metal bands that there is for modern day Finnish black metal. If you're a fan of Sargeist, Goatmoon, Satanic Warmaster, anything like that, you must hear this release. This is in my top 3 of Finnish black metal releases. This is Shatargat with Wolfe der Naket. I don't speak Finnish. I wish I did. Came out in 1999, and I think this is the pivotal point to where Finland started to create their own sound. You know, Nazgul and the other dudes. Cool Wolf. As you can see, these guys are NS. A lot of the black metal bands from Finland are NS from the 90s onward. And it is no surprise to me that bands like Goatmoon are NS, especially when you're influenced by a lot of shit like this. Now, I do pick the music I like, but the music I like finds me, I would say. And even though I disagree with a lot of the beliefs of these bands and their ideology, I can't help to like what I like. And even though this is an NS demo, this is still fucking great. This band's only had 2 releases, 2 demos, one from 96 and one from 99. They are both really important to the sound, and I'd say to the genre in general. I'm really waiting for Werewolf to re-release this, but until then, this is my copy. I have the original tape from 1999. You can get it cheap from Discogs. Maybe not $2 cheap, but you can get it. It is accessible. They are pretty rare to come by, but if you find one on there, they are cheap. And just blind buy this shit. Really cool interludes, cool ambience, really folky black metal, cold, and they inspired a lot of people. Definitely need that. Now going on with the NS shit. Another one of my personal favorite black metal bands. They're not groundbreaking at all. They're not special to the black metal scene, but they are definitely special to me. This is Goatmoon with Voidfat. It took me a long time just to listen to Goatmoon, just knowing, like, hearing a lot of people talk shit on them on forums and a bunch of shit. And then when I finally went to go look them up, I seen a lot of their album covers, and it was just really cheesy. And so I waited a long time to check out this band. But it's really sad because now they are one of my favorite black metal bands. And I don't care what anybody tells me, what they believe. I can't help liking what I like. I like a lot of stuff. I like more stuff, more honed into the philosophy that I have. A lot of the hardcore albums, a lot of the crust albums are closer to my beliefs, but this is really cool. Really cold stuff. The poster is really nothing special. Now, Goatmoon, a lot of their shit is pretty pricey. You can't get this for like $30 or anything like that. You're looking at like the $50 range for the black vinyl, and I do have the milky clear, semen colored clear, Werewolf Records. Now Goatmoon is one of Goatmoon, all their vinyls, all their releases have probably been played too much, in my personal opinion. I listen to this shit all the fucking time. Now, this isn't my favorite Goatmoon release. My favorite would have to be Finnish Storm, but this is the one that I was listening to most recently, so. Goatmoon, if you haven't listened to it, give it a shot, even if you're not into the politics and shit. Check it out if you're definitely not into the politics. If you don't want to drag yourself into all that drama, and you're just a fan of music, I feel like bad people, I'm not going to call people bad people, but people you disagree with can make good music. Didn't want to go there, man. Fucking didn't want to go there. But I have a hard time not defending myself. These could be just all justifications for me liking these bands, but either way, I really enjoy a lot of this shit. Next release, this is probably the cheesiest one. I just try to have an excuse to show a lot of these, like the CDs. I normally don't show on my channel, but this is a 7-inch I picked up. A split between, I don't even know what this is. It looks like a gay biker t-shirt. There's nothing wrong with bikers or t-shirts, but that's just a fucking stupid logo. And Nornes are a black metal band from Finland, of course. This is just on black vinyl. Now, I rarely listen to this release. I don't know where I got it, actually. Get it in there. But they have a couple good full lengths. But this is, like, not the best quality, but it's got a picture of Jesus upside down. But Nornes is cool. Check them out if you're interested. I have 2 of their full lengths. They're cool shit, but just wanted to get that out of the way. Now this next, last release. So this is White Death with their self-titled album. If you guys don't know what White Death, it's Vitron. This is another good release. Werewolf from Satanic Warmaster and Vitron doing songs together. They did do demos together, and those were raw and really good. But he came out with this full length that is not as raw as those demos, and he actually was able to craft a really cool album. Now, I try not to gush over, like, new bands that hit the world stage, but this is definitely worth me mentioning. It takes a long time for bands to come into their own, to create their own sound, and to go in the direction where they want to go. But for this being this band's first full length, and like only having like 2 7-inches and some demos, and then releasing something like this is just fucking amazing. Put out on Werewolf Records, and this is really cool. You can like fill the lettering. I wish I could. It's like shinier and it sticks out. Really good quality. So this did come with a poster. And if you're a fan of Stargeist, Goatmoon, Satanic Warmaster, anything like that, all the bands I keep mentioning in this video, this does come with a poster. Definitely check White Death out. I'm not sure what their political leanings are, but to be honest, I don't care. I wish that they did this poster in black and white instead of color, because I don't believe I'll be hanging this one up. So there's been 2 pressings of this so far. The first pressing is black and then a pure silver one. And this is the one that I personally wanted. This was the gray, the silver and black swirl. You got the Werewolf Records on that side. Now this color is really cool. Just one vinyl in this one. I have it on my Japanese fucking sleeve. Definitely an album worth checking out. For this being a new band, shit has really grown on me, and the more I listen to this, the more I love it. Definitely up there with all the newer Finnish black metal bands like Fatherland and shit like that. Very riff-based, not that much, or not any like ambient music like Satanic Warmaster or anybody would use, but this is up there. Now I'm rambling. Thank you guys for watching my video. You guys can follow me on Instagram. It's shameless116, same as my YouTube name. You can like, subscribe, dislike, unsubscribe. I don't fucking care. Leave a comment down below. Really like having comments. I like to communicate with people. Haven't really checked my comments before, but I always like hearing what you guys have to say when you guys tell me to check shit out. I really enjoy that. I've learned about a lot of new bands through just the comments, and I really enjoy that. And like I said, you guys can follow me on Instagram. Keep up to date on my artwork. I've been working on some shit. Check it out. I need to do more of these. I have a couple just for myself, but I definitely don't mind making some for people. And I'm thinking about having a contest eventually. Drawing something, doing one of my drawings for somebody, like my primitive occult cave paintings with a vinyl and a CD and a tape and one of my black metal angels. So I'll let you know about the contest or whatever. And I'm just making a disaster. Thank you guys for watching. If not, fuck you.